Okay, hey dolls. So today I'm not here with a tutorial. I really wanted to sit down and just talk to y'all. So where do I begin? So throughout my journey here on YouTube and social media as a whole, I have a kind of bad tendency and habit of ghosting y'all and just falling off of the face of the earth, going MIA for pretty big chunks of time. So I think the longest that I stayed off of social media was about a year. When I was pregnant with my daughter, I was not on social media for my entire pregnancy, and I didn't start posting again until she was about 3 months. So pretty much a whole year that I just totally disappeared, did not post a single picture, did not upload a single video. There's certain things that I don't come on here and talk to y'all about or share because I don't believe in sharing certain things while you're going through it. But I am an introvert. I'm very guarded, and I just don't believe in, sharing your trials while you're actually going through them. I don't do stuff for the sake of social media and for the sake of having content. I like to deal with my stuff behind the scenes in private, and once I overcome something, then I can come on here and tell you guys about it and give you advice and actually help. Y'all know, do y'all know this? But Spitta is one of my favorite rappers. That's literally the lyrics that I have on my arm. One of the things that he said in one of his songs that totally stuck with me is, I'm not going to tell you about it unless I've been through it. And that's how I feel about sharing like issues or certain situations on social media. Like, I'm not going to come on here and just tell y'all that I have anxiety and what. Like, I rather deal with it, go through it, and come on here and be able to tell you guys, hey, yes, I dealt with anxiety and I overcame it, and this is how I overcame it. Feel me? Like, I'm not going to tell you about something unless I've been through it. And that's just a part of me always wanting to be helpful and informative. That's what I pride myself on. I pride myself on actually helping. So if I'm just here complaining, talking about something, that's not really much of a help. I rather go through it, deal with it, and come back better, stronger, and hopefully help one of you guys, do the same thing. I pretty much wanted to make this video to talk a little bit about why I go MIA. I just felt compelled to come on here and share this with you guys. And I do want to say thank you to all of you dolls who, when I do have these episodes, there really are a good handful of you guys that consistently check up and DM me just to say, like, hey doll, we miss you. Hope all is well. So I do want to start off by saying thank you to all of my supporters, whether you're new, whether you're an OG doll, whatever. I really appreciate y'all. And just being a super cool, I don't even know what to call it, like just support system. Like, I don't use the word fans. I don't even like using the word followers. Like, y'all truly are my supporters. Y'all support everything that I do, and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys supporting my content. So I do just want to start off by saying thank you so much to all of y'all, and I really love y'all, and I fuck with y'all for real. There's a few reasons why I kind of just ghost and go MIA. One of those things is procrastination. I am a huge procrastinator. Well, I'm working on not procrastinating so much. I've gotten better and I don't do it as much, but procrastination was one of the main reasons why I would ghost. I would have things to do and I would just keep putting it off, putting it off, putting it off. And then before I know it, a whole month passed and I haven't posted anything. Another reason why I feel like I procrastinate is my perfectionism. Again, I'm not going to say I'm a huge perfectionist because it is something that I'm working on, and I'm not going to say I'm a huge perfectionist when it's something that I'm working on changing. The power's in the tongue. It's all about the way you speak to yourself and the things you say and the tenses that you use certain things in. So I'm not going to say I'm a perfectionist because I am working on not being one. It could be the smallest thing, like even this video. If like one of my curls was out of place or if one of my straps was off my shoulder, I would completely trash the whole video and be like, no, I got to do it over. My strap was hanging off. One of my curls were out of place. Someone's going to notice. Someone's going to say something, and it's going to be a horrible video. I feel like a lot of the times people associate being a perfectionist with having confidence, because it's like you have so much confidence, you just want everything to be perfect, and it's literally the exact opposite. Perfectionism usually stems from low self-esteem, not having the most confidence in the world, and you're just so critical of yourself, and you just think of every small, tiny little thing because you're low-key scared that someone's gonna see it and it's gonna be horrible. I think perfectionism stems from that fear of just, you know, it's not gonna be perfect, it's not good enough, I'm not good enough, so I have to make every single little thing perfect. And that's what I did a lot. I have gotten better with it. I've gotten to the point where I'm able to edit a reel in 2 hours rather than taking 2 whole days for a 30-second video. That's literally how much of a perfectionist that I am, that I would take days to edit the smallest thing. I really do think that also stems from things from my childhood that I'm unlearning. I've learned a while ago that part of your adulthood is unlearning a lot of stuff from your childhood. As a child, I was criticized to a T, every single little thing. And I don't think it was done intentionally to make me feel bad or to instill low self-esteem and bring down my confidence. I don't think that was the intention when it was being done, but that is the result of me being criticized all of the time. Honestly, this wasn't something that I realized until my adulthood. Actually, pretty freaking recently. Those are one of the things from my childhood that I'm unlearning as an adult now. So I would definitely say that perfectionism played a main role in why I would just go MIA so much and for so long. Another thing sometimes that usually prevented me from creating content and just kind of made me want to step back and kind of like step into the shadow is the fact that I constantly compared myself to others. Let me say this right now. Comparison is the thief of joy. Do you hear me? Comparison is the thief of joy. When you compare yourself to other people, you will never feel like you're enough. Ever. And I constantly compared myself to other people. Why does this person have this? Why does this person have that? I was just so, I guess it stemmed from not having the most confidence and low-key maybe being unhappy with myself. I was definitely the type to look at the glass as half empty instead of half full. And thankfully now I've changed my mindset where I look at the glass as completely full. Even if the glass is a quarter full, I'm looking at it like, nah, it's full. The universe and the Lord above gives me everything that I need. My glass is always full and can't nobody tell me no different. It really does start with your mind. When people say that changing your mindset changes your life, that is 100% the truth. Like, it really starts with your mind. It is all about your perspective. It's all about the way that you look at things. It really is the way that you think. It all starts with your mindset. And now I'm in a space where I'm way more positive than negative, where a while ago it was the exact opposite. I was always looking at things from a negative perspective, and now I look at everything positive. I do not speak lack over myself. I don't speak lack over my situations. Nothing. If it's something that I desire, I know that it's mine, and that's just that. But at the time when I was comparing myself, nothing felt good enough. I didn't feel like I was doing anything. I always felt like somebody was doing better than me. And this is me being like 100% transparent with y'all. It would kind of like instill jealousy in me, where I would see someone else win and I would be like, and that is such a destructive mentality. To think that I even thought like that it's like, wow, you've come a long way. It's just crazy to think back sometimes and to see certain things that you did and to see how you changed. It's like, wow, like I really changed that. Like I was really able to take that and turn it around and be better. That's all you can do. Like as long as you're striving to be better, like you're doing the right thing. I'm able to congratulate people when I see other people win. Even recently, literally, what's today? Today's the 29th. So 2 days ago on the 27th, I got an email from the Sephora squad saying, hey, sorry, but you're not going to be a part of the Sephora squad. And of course I was disappointed, like right in that moment. I was like, damn, I kind of wanted to, I wanted to be a part of it. I wanted to be in the Sephora squad 2021. And it got me down for a little bit just because it was that initial disappointment. But then I got on social media and I saw other women that I follow who actually made it to the finalists. And I was super happy for them and I congratulated them. And, like I didn't feel that, why her? If anything, I was more like, it wasn't for me, period. But if it's for you, congratulations. And I'm so freaking happy for you and you got this. And one thing that I realized that I have the utmost confidence in, and I know for a fact, is that what's for me will never miss me. It won't. It won't. What's truly for me will never miss me. If I was meant to be a part of that Sephora squad, I would have been a part of it. I also had to show gratitude because if I was to be upset with not making it and feel like, oh, I'm so mad, whatever, F this, da 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 da, it's kind of taken away from the things that I have been blessed with. I'm working on a lot of stuff right now that I'm so proud of, that I'm really blessed to even have the opportunity to do. And I'm so grateful for that. And I constantly show gratitude for those things. So how could I then turn around and be mad about something when I have so much to be happy about? Being mad about one thing just takes away from the good things that are happening. And again, like I said, I look at everything from a positive perspective now, and I don't look at it automatically from a negative view anymore. A year ago, I don't think I would be able to say this right now. I probably would have been tight. It would have ruined my day. It would have made me feel like crap. But I'm glad that I no longer compare myself. I'm glad that I'm working on not procrastinating as much. I'm glad that I'm not as much of a perfectionist anymore. Even Nipsey said something one time along the lines of, like your energy is your karma. The energy that you put out there, that's what comes back to you. So I had a shift in my mind where if I'm constantly thinking about things negatively, if I'm constantly putting out negative emotions and negative thoughts and negative words into the universe, what do you think is going to come back to you? You think you could be a negative Nancy and everything amazing in the world is going to come to you? Like, that don't even make no sense. When you think about it, like when you actually say it out loud, it doesn't even make sense. Like I said, like Nip said, God bless. Your energy is your karma. It's so easy for me to just spread love and give light and help people if I can. It's so easy now. And I'm so freaking proud of myself. I'm really proud of myself. I've come a long way as far as working on my mindset, working on how I think about stuff, working on how I treat other people. I'm proud of myself, man. For real, for real. I'm really happy to be in that space now. I'm happy to have more confidence, to be more firm in what I believe, to stand 10 toes down in what I want and what I desire and what I require. If you're listening to this and you're one of those people who don't have the most confidence and you feel like you constantly seek outside validation, it's in you, not on you. You got it. Trust in yourself, trust in the universe or whatever higher power you believe in, and move like that. Move like you trust in yourself, no matter what anybody has to say. But one of the main reasons why I ghost and I go MIA is my battle with depression. And this is something that I have not shared on my channel. I haven't spoken about it. Like I told you guys, I don't believe in sharing my trials and tribulations while I'm in the midst of them and while I'm going through them. But I dealt with depression for a long time. I've dealt with depression ever since my mom passed when I was 12 years old. And I didn't even seek help for it or even talk to someone about it or try to do something about it until my adulthood, until I want to say maybe 3 years ago. I don't want to go too deep into it, but I'm going to share as much as I feel comfortable sharing right now in this moment. But I have dealt with depression in my childhood, as an adult. It's not something that just goes away. It's not something that you cure yourself from. I feel like you kind of learn how to cope. Like there wasn't a magic pill that made my depression go away. It was more, like I said before, it starts with your mind. It was my constant negativity, the constant criticism, my constant negative outlook on life. That really fueled my depression. It was my way of thinking and my mindset and the things that I was feeding myself and my mind that fueled my depression and just brought me deeper and deeper and deeper into a slump. And unfortunately, it wasn't something that I got help with as a child. Because like as a child, you don't know what to do. Like you might not even know what a psychologist is at a certain age. You don't know what a therapist is. You don't know what antidepressants are. You just know that you're feeling a certain way and that's that. And unfortunately, the things that I was going through was not taken seriously. It was kind of like, oh, you're just young and you'll grow out of it. That's why in my adulthood, it was still something that I struggled with and it was still something that I was trying to figure out. There were days that I was sitting here like, why do I feel this way? What is wrong with me? Why? Why does it feel so hard to get in the shower? It was literally the smallest things like taking a shower that felt like a mission. The smallest things, eating, taking a shower, going out for a breath of fresh air. It just felt like it was taking everything inside me to do the smallest things. And that's kind of when I was able to even identify it as depression. I would look certain things up, and once I started talking to someone, a professional, of course, I was like, oh, okay, this is why I feel this way. But dealing with depression, it's really hard to do anything. Like I said, it's hard to take a shower. It's hard to get up and do your normal everyday activities. And for me, creating content was really hard. I didn't have the drive. I didn't have the motivation. It just felt like it was taking every single fiber in my body to post a picture. My battle with depression really was one of the main reasons why I go MIA. So thankfully, along with seeking professional help as well as just working on my mindset and my whole outlook on life, I want to credit a lot of it as well to, out of everyone in my life, my husband is the only person who ever actually took the time to understand what I was dealing with and to try his absolute best to help me through it. No one in my life, not my parents, not siblings, not grandparents, no other family member, no one ever in my life has taken the time to help me the way that my husband has. He's also one of the only people who have seen me at my lowest. And I mean my lowest, like at the point to where I didn't want to be here anymore. And I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not ready to talk about that. But he is the only one. And I am forever grateful. And I'm like forever indebted to my husband for the way that he has helped me. I also want to say that my spiritual journey is another thing that has helped me a lot, because along my spiritual journey is how I even learned to change my mindset and how to look at things positively and how to trust in the universe and trust in myself and trust in the divine power that we all have. And I really don't like when people say like, oh, you're depressed, you need to pray. I don't believe in that. But I will say, along my spiritual journey, it has taught me how to shift my perspective. And my spiritual journey has helped me because it has made me a more positive person. It's just helped me all over. Like, I just look at everything so much differently than I did before. It is exactly what it sounds like. It's a journey. It's not, you don't learn how to manifest in one day. You don't learn how to be positive in one day. It really is a journey. Every single day, you make conscious decisions to change your mindset. Just be more conscious of what I'm doing to myself, what I'm feeding myself, what I'm giving myself, what I'm thinking about myself. Every little thing. I started, instead of blaming outside factors and blaming everybody else and seeking outside validation, I started to look inside. I didn't watch certain things anymore. One of those things, like Shade Room. I stopped following Shade Room. I don't look at their posts, nothing. I unfollowed them. I just felt like everything that I was consuming from that page was so toxic. Like, why do I care about who's having a baby by who and who is fighting this person and who's internet beefing with this person? Like, what? Why would I even want to consume that type of negativity and just nonsense? Like, I started looking at stuff from the aspect of, is this helping me? You know, I will admit, not everything you consume has to be educational or this or that. Some of us just like certain things. Some of us like to watch Bad Girls Club because it's entertaining, and there's nothing wrong with that. But for the way that I was feeling and the things that I was going through and my depression, it was not healthy for me to consume those things. I'm already in a whirlwind of negativity and sadness and depression. I was already going through that. So why would I want to consume even more negativity and nonsense? It is not helping me. So, and even to this day, it was actually a New Year's resolution to stop looking at the Shade Room. And you know, they say it takes 21 days, I think like 21 days to form a habit or something. So I went a whole month without the Shade Room, and now we're 4 or 5 months into the new year and I have not looked at the Shade Room at all. And I'm really proud of myself for that too. That was kind of a hard habit to break. But yeah, it's all about what you consume. It's all about what you feed yourself, what you feed your mind. And while I was pregnant, I just was way more conscious of the things that I was feeding my mind. I had a tendency to scroll myself deeper into depression. I know we all know it's definitely a more topic of conversation now, where people talk about the negative aspects of social media and what it does to your mind and what it does to your self-esteem. And some people are able to scroll and just take it in and it doesn't affect them. I am not one of those people. If I look at certain things long enough, it does start to affect me. I'm an empath. I'm very sensitive, and that's not a negative thing. Like, that's okay. I'm a very sensitive person. I'm easily affected by things, which is why I just have to be more conscious of the decisions that I'm making and the things that I'm consuming, because I know that I'm such an empath and I'm so sensitive to other things. I'm sensitive to other people's energies. I can literally be around a certain person and at the end of the day, I physically feel drained. And again, along my spiritual journey, that is just something that I've learned about myself. So I just know that I have to, like I said, make the conscious decision to consume certain things. On social media, for me, it was a cycle of comparing myself, not feeling good enough, feeling depressed. So for me, while I was pregnant, I totally stopped using social media. And that was the longest break I ever took. But I just had to stay off of social media because I knew that I was not one of those people who could just scroll and not feel affected in some way, shape, or form. Because, you know, no one's posting their failures. You look on social media and you just automatically feel like everyone's doing so much better than you. Everyone, like Instagram, how they say Instagram is people's highlight reel. It literally is. No one's posting the bad stuff. No one's posting their failures. You know, you might find a few people here and there who are going to be honest about certain But majority, everyone's posting the highlights, the good stuff. And it makes you feel like you're living a sad, unhappy, boring life, unfulfilled life. That is really one of the main reasons that I just totally fell off the face of the earth and was MIA for a whole year. And the fact that I'm introverted, it really didn't help my depression because it was so easy for me to just sit in the house all day, every day, and not talk to anyone, not post, not do anything. I'm one of those friends that flake 99% of the time. Now I still flake, but it's because I'm introverted and I just rather be at home. I enjoy my company the most. I love just spending time in solitude and with my husband. I'm not very extroverted. I don't feel like I need friendships and I need to party and I need to be out and about to feel happy. I actually feel happiest when I'm in the comfort of my own home and I'm in my own space. So don't get me wrong, I'm a still flake. But when I was depressed, being an introvert didn't help because it just made it that much more easier for me to close off and just be in my own world and in my own head 24/7. That's the truth. Honestly, at this point in time, that's what I feel comfortable with sharing as far as my battle with depression. If it's something that you guys are it's someone's watching this is going through, you got this. Trust in yourself. Make the conscious effort to be nice to yourself, be good to yourself. I come on and I say it on my stories all the time. Do something today that's gonna make you feel good. Whether that's taking a bath, praying, meditating, working out. Do something that's gonna be good for you. Don't just sit on social media consuming a bunch of bullshit, a bunch of nonsense, comparing yourself, feeling like you're not good enough. Man, we were all created with purpose. We're all here for a reason. And don't doubt that. Don't doubt your existence. And I'm just feeling better. I'm feeling more confident. I'm feeling more sure about myself. I'm learning more about my style. It's literally just affecting every aspect of my life in a positive way. I'm just feeling better overall. I'm putting clothes on differently. I'm doing my hair differently. I'm doing more self-care. I'm spending more time with myself. I'm just feeling better, man. I'm feeling better, especially after just dealing with depression for most of my life. But yeah, guys, again, just how I started the video is the way I'm gonna end it. I just want to thank every single one of you who support me, even if you literally just subscribed today, even if you just subscribed while watching this video, thank you. I appreciate is an understatement. I don't even know what word to use, but I love you guys so much. I'm so thankful for you guys. I'm so appreciative of the platform that I have. I'm so proud of the platform that I've built. I feel like all of you guys, my whole platform in general that I've built, I feel is so positive. Thankfully, I'm not one of those influencers. I don't even like the word influencer. I'm not one of those content creators that deal with trolls a lot. I've had a few here and there, but it's always more good than bad with y'all, always. And I appreciate y'all so much. I hope this was helpful in some way, shape, or form. I always want you guys to enjoy my videos, but more importantly, I always want y'all to learn something from my videos. So I really hope that there was something that you were able to take away from this video that helped you in some way. Even if you're not going through these things personally, maybe you know someone who is, and maybe something that I said in this video will help you help someone else. I don't know how long this video is gonna be. I don't know how long it is. Hopefully it wasn't too long. But if you made it to this point and you're still watching, I love you. And I don't even know what else to say. I just love you guys, and maybe that's just the perfect end to this video, is to say I love y'all.